Okay, welcome back. So we're going to do, I'll probably just import one team to kind of show the general process, because I have that whole other set of videos to show the process for using Roster Maker 15. But I'll do one more here just for another example. So let's use Al Ali. So I'll grab all of their players. I'll stop over at the second position column. Go to Roster Maker and just paste the values there. And if you're using my quantitative system, I already input this data here. Their ELO rank is 51. The proportion of national team players coming from the domestic league is about 81%. The highest points earned in the league was 87, and Al Ali earned 79 in the 2014-2015 campaign. So it takes all that information, it crunches it, and it spits out these rough values for this specific team. So all we need to do now is copy this over into Roster Maker 15. One quick note. Roster Maker 15 is going to expect that you will give it data here for positions 2, 3, and 4. And in some cases it might do that, right wing striker here. In some cases it may give you a little bit of information. That actually looks to be holdover information from the last team, actually. Hold on a minute. Pardon me. Be careful about that. Okay. So it's going to expect you to give it information from position 2, 3, and 4. If you don't, it'll give you an error. So when you copy it, don't just stop here. Go ahead and copy those 3 blank columns as well. Let's open up Roster Maker 15. And we will go ahead and paste from clipboard. You see it pastes it here. I usually go through one more time and maybe clean up some of the names a little bit if I know something about them. It looks like I've got an extra duplicate here actually, so I'll delete this guy. And aside from that, I think we're in pretty good shape. But I give it a once over just to make sure that everything looks roughly in order. And since it does, you can go ahead and put in the team name here. And hit execute. It'll take it just a moment because it's copying and computing quite a bit. Then one way that I like to do a sanity check is to make sure that the team here, the newest team, which should be on the top in most situations, does actually match the team that I did. And that if I look at that team ID, which was 130074, I like to confirm that it's got the same number of players as I originally gave it. I believe I gave it 24 and then deleted 1. Yeah, so you see here it counted to 24, deleted 1, so 23 makes sense. So then we could go ahead and finalize this. I think the raw data needs a little bit of work before actually importing these. I would probably see if I could find some other sources and spend a little bit more time hand inputting some additional position information, making sure that I get enough players for all of the different teams. But by and large, this is ready to go for most of these teams. And if we'd hit finalize there, it would have processed it. It would have created a new folder with all of those new tables in it, and you can keep building one on top of the other on top of the other, so so on and so forth. So that's a rough overview of creating a league pretty quickly, or at least that's creating one of the teams pretty quickly. All you would need to do for the rest of it is to just rinse and repeat. So grab the next team and copy those players over, and I'll just do this one more time to go through the motions. Remember to delete the extras from the other teams. Roster Maker 15 won't accept just 17 players. It requires that you give it at least 19. But in principle, that's all you would really need to do. And we got another duplicate there. So as you can see, this data is a little bit of a mess, as has most of the league in general has been a bit of a mess. So I'm not going to process this without working on it considerably more. But for most leagues, you don't run into these types of problems. The duplicates issue is far less pronounced, and most of the data is much closer to ready to go. I hope this helps to show how you can do it a little bit quicker, a lot quicker than you have been doing it. And even if there are mistakes like this, that there are ways of correcting those on the back end, and just helping to verify the work that you're doing as you go along. So I hope this was helpful. Have fun.